Hey, how's it going, everyone? It is Only here. Welcome back to another video. Of course, as always, man, 25 years of PlayStation. That's crazy. Even though obviously I wasn't alive back when the PlayStation 1 came out, arguably PlayStation has been like the console, I guess, of choice for me since I was a very young kid. Crazy thing that's been 25 years. Game Informer had a really cool magazine with a really cool cover art piece that just showcased all the icons that PlayStation has just created in the past 25 years. And yeah, it's been quite the ride. I mean, yeah, I think there was like a Guinness Book of World Records tweet that recently came out saying they're like the most sold home console. Yeah, clearly this generation, PlayStation's been the leading one. And today I kind of want to talk about a little bit about that, just kind of like my favorite memories on there, but also talk about some other stuff that's been happening in the gaming news. And yeah, quick before we get into this video, I do want to apologize that I haven't uploaded in a little over a week. Just last week was crazy with Black Friday. Just last week was kind of shitty for me in general just because I work retail on Black Friday and all that crap. And I was also kind of sick. Just in general, it's kind of a bad week, and I'm just happy that it's over and I can move on. And it's December, which is crazy. Already December here. Game Awards are next week. Time is moving by quickly, and yeah. I have beaten Death Stranding, and I'm working on Jedi Fallen Order. I should be able to beat that tonight, and I'm working on reviews for both of those games, and also working on my favorite games of 2019 video. But yeah, with that being said, 25 years of PlayStation is absolutely insane. Yeah, I didn't see it coming, honestly. I remember them tweeting about it, I believe, yesterday on the 2nd of December. I didn't realize it was actually today that was the actual 25th anniversary, which is weird. Yeah, of course, with anything, people are talking about their favorite memories and stuff. To me, obviously, it's going to be the PS3 era because that's what really got me into gaming. I did own a PS2 back in the day, but I was a very loose kind of gamer. I didn't really follow it much. I just played whatever my parents bought me, honestly, which was like a lot of crappy like Activision licensed games. I say crappy, they actually weren't that bad, considering a lot of the games back then weren't that bad. Yeah, that were like based on movies and TV shows. But yeah, as much as I loved the PS2 and the GameCube as a kid, I'd be lying if I said any other game console but the PS3 was where it hit its stride for me in particular, in terms of just meeting all my friends that I met online and just that sense of community. The Uncharted 2, the Uncharted 3 Days in particular, those were absolutely the best of times. It's what got me into YouTube and finding out about this whole gaming community and actually following games and getting beyond just the games that, were made from Naughty Dog back in 2013 and stuff. Yeah, it's been absolutely crazy and just cool to see how far we've come. Yeah, highlights for me on the PS3 days, Little Big Planet, a Sackboy, that's a crazy big icon. Ratchet & Clank was also great back in the day. And just thinking of all the ones they've created this generation alone, they reintroduced Kratos really for a new generation. Feels like now more than ever a lot of people know who Kratos is that just weren't PlayStation fans back in the day. I say back in the day, obviously he was around in PS3 as well, but you know what I mean by that. Aloy has come up on the rise, the Bloodborne Hunter. Man, I do see those tweets that PlayStation All-Stars needs to happen, but to be honest, if they ever did it again, they have quite the lineup now more than ever. And yeah, it's just crazy how they keep just establishing new IPs as well as just, keeping their new and keeping their old ones fresh and just, yeah, making smart moves. Alongside this, I did want to talk about the PlayStation Vita because it got an official cut rip. There's always been rumors that have flown around saying, oh, they're going to make a Vita 2 based on the Switch's success, or a patent suggests this, which, by the way, a lot of patents never see the light of day. Those are just patents. They don't necessarily mean that they're working on it. Just a prototype, something they threw together, but it's just, those things barely hit any concrete evidence. It's just obviously a patent at the end of the day. And yeah, of course, PS Vita 2 has been a rumor for, like, God, whoever knows how long. People want it to happen. I don't know why. I feel like it's a very vocal minority because a lot of people, I think, generally don't really want a Vita 2. Me personally, if I'm talking about, just my personal opinion, I don't want a Vita 2 because, yeah, obviously PlayStation work best on like home console games. That's what their audience is pretty much right now. Yeah, they're the home console dominant king at the moment, and just those games wouldn't translate to a handheld really well at all, at least like a dedicated one, yeah, alongside that, just my feelings aside, it wouldn't make financially any sense for them to do that just because of how the Vita was a flop and just generally what the direction, strengths they've been hitting. They're not gonna, keep seeing all these record-breaking numbers and then, oh, let's go back to our handheld days and try, putting a decent share into that when they've already have VR on the side. they can't stretch themselves too thin, obviously. So yeah, Jim Ryan officially put that to rest, saying that they saw the Vita as, you know, something they did in the past, but obviously something that's not in their current plan at the moment, and nothing that, you know, it's in the past pretty much. Nothing that they're currently working on at all, and it was a failure pretty much, he admitted. So yeah, thank God, honestly. We don't want Sony to make any more stupid decisions. Vita, as much as they could do one and it being knocked out of the park, as I said, they're already working on Vita as a peripheral or a side thing. Keep it with that. PSVR, just keep it with that. Don't go back to the Vita days. Yeah, honestly, I didn't like the Vita that much. I'm gonna be honest. It felt very awkward to play in my hands. Like, just the analog sticks were super small. The fact that we only had like L1 or R1, we didn't have an L2 or R2 triggers. Just the Vita, I didn't like the Vita that much. I'm gonna be honest. As much as I do like handheld gaming and I play my Switch to this day, I didn't like the Vita that much. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, glad to have that wrapped up. Probably the biggest news story for me today, and the one I'm excited about the most, is the fact that apparently we're getting Resident Evil 3 a lot sooner than we thought. Now, originally we kind of already knew that this was kind of be a 2020 release and it was going to be sooner than we thought, but now we actually got like PSN leaks and stuff. Like, we actually have box art. I'll put it up on the screen here. Yeah, this obviously looks really similar to 2 in terms of like the aesthetic, which makes sense. I mean, you know, it's still Raccoon City at the end of the day. And yeah, ultimately, I think this game should be announced within the next week. I think the latest will be Game Awards. ZHugeX on Twitter teased that this could be a sooner announcement, which I think it would be a sooner announcement. I don't see why Capcom would go to, you know, the Game Awards. So I could see Capcom just announcing this at any moment in the next week or so. And I'm looking forward to it, obviously, because I loved Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 3, I've heard really great things about it, and I can't wait to play it once we get that remake, and it's just super exciting. I mean, to me, this kind of, you know, pretty much makes it official that this game's probably going to come out before the next generation consoles come out. You know, it could be a launch title thing where it comes out on both, but I'm honestly thinking that this will come out like in October or something, or pretty soon, like maybe August to October, like, especially if you consider the original time frame of Resident Evil 2 being announced at E3 and it coming out like literally 7 months later. Yeah, this game's probably not that far off. We'll probably see it sooner rather than later, and yeah, it's going to be one of those final PS4 games that we know and love. And yeah, it just kind of baffles me how quickly we're getting this, and I'm guessing Resident Evil 8 will be their next project after this, whether that includes a VR game or not. You know, I mean, they saw success with PSVR in terms of that. It'd be cool if we got, you know, VR support for that as well. But yeah, I guess Resident Evil 3 is around the corner, and that's awesome. I'm looking forward to playing some more Resident Evil. As you know, it's kind of also weird to have this in this video because Resident Evil was like a game I've been enjoying since, or a series I've been enjoying since as a kid, whether watching my dad play through some of, you know, the older games as a kid and finally being able to go through 4 and absolutely loving that game. Yeah, really next week will be pretty cool because of the Game Awards. We'll hopefully see some more Half-Life Alyx. I believe that's already been confirmed, which I need to make a video on Half-Life Alyx myself just because of how excited I am for that game. I'm actually going to probably build a new PC just so I can play that game. In particular, I mean, not only that game, there's other games around into the PC VR atmosphere, and I do have a Quest at the moment. Yeah, I bought a Quest just actually it's been like a week ago at this point, so planning on playing Half-Life Alyx through Oculus Link, which would be pretty cool. And besides that, really just work and finishing Jedi Fallen Order and Death Stranding at the moment. I mean, I say finishing Death Stranding, I'm talking about the review. I beat the game like 2 weeks ago, so yeah, half a month ago. And yeah, besides that, I guess I've been online. That has been the news lately. 25 years of PlayStation, absolutely crazy. Yeah, I guess with that being said, leave me all your favorite memories. Just really the memories. Yeah, just keep it simple. Just your favorite memories of PlayStation as, you know, whether a kid or just, you know, leave it all that in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it won't be too long from now. Take care.